Welcome to the Team GOWGO freaking podcast. It's your host, dang on Blitzball champ and blubbering Hollywood cinema crap.
See, you act like that, watch you cut out again. Behaving in such a fashion
How you
on
doing?
this fine. I'm doing great. New Japan Cup is going on. I'm feeling great.
I'm wearing my Hiroshi Tanahashi shirt.
Of course, you are. Ugh.
Hey, don't hate the
He's
player,
no
hate the
ace.
game.
No, that's Booker T. That's not the flying ace. Not sorry, the ace.
He's the ace.
Yeah. Ugh. Joker is more like that.
No, Yano is the Joker.
No, I want Gucci to whoop his ass.
Whatever.
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen though.
Alrighty. So, we recently had a WWE pay-per-view. It was Fastlane.
Ugh.
It was fast lame.
Yep.
So, let's start off by reviewing.
Mm.
So, so we did not end up having Rey Mysterio versus Andrade for the kickoff. It got changed to the New Day versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev, which the New Day got the victory. I mean,
Best part of the show was the pre-show. It felt like Sunday Night Heat.
it was a pretty long pre-show match.
Well, the whole thing, it made it feel like it was worth watching because storyline stuff was happening.
Yeah.
Like just the whole entire show. I was like, oh, this is the first time I actually am glad I watched it.
Right on. But yeah, it was a good match. It was the New Day of Big E and Xavier Woods. They hit the up, up, down, down. Got the victory.
Victory.
So, next up, the Usos successfully defended the SmackDown Tag Team Championships
Yay.
against The Miz and Shane McMahon. The Miz and Shane McMahon shared a moment with The Miz's father, and then Shane turned heel and turned against The Miz and beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, Miz Dad is not a very good actor.
Nah. And
He's really bad.
Shane grabbed his face.
Yeah, say, look at this, you mullet freak. That's what he should have said. His dad's got a mullet, and it is weird.
But yeah, this is probably like the worst shape I've seen with The Miz in a long while.
Yeah, got his ass beat.
But I mean, were you surprised? Were you expecting it? What?
No, I was expecting the heel turn. It was definitely I was expecting it to be either one of them, but then the way it ended, I was like, okay. Yeah, it made total sense to me.
Yeah. I didn't see it coming either, but not at that moment. At least not at that moment. But, hey, Shane's a heel. It's all about him now.
Of course, because he's an asshole.
And he's the best in the world.
He's been leading to it. Yeah.
According to Stank Jewel.
He finally is sliding into it. I thought he was going to do it after, but then they kind of diverted. They had the whole Miz thing, and just kind of stop it. I was like, oh, okay. I'd have rather him been a heel this entire time, but that's fine. Have a couple weeks of build up.
I don't know. I'm still not quite used to the Miz as a face.
It happens occasionally.
It's weird. So freaking weird.
I mean, it's not really if he's not given a reason to be an asshole about something. It's not for a championship. He doesn't have to be cocky for anything.
Nah, it's weird to me. I'm sorry. It's
I mean,
weird.
it's just I don't know. They've given all the logical reasons for him to be behaving as such without like usually I would have a logic problem, but this time it's just like
Yeah.
he kind of explained it. He explained it perfectly. It was stupid with his whole dad thing. Like that part's stupid. But it could have just been something as simple as him wanting to do something for his daughter to be proud of or something. But
well,
it is.
If anything, they did have their moment when they won the tag team titles and then lost them on the first defense.
Yeah, good. Who cares about that? Who gives a shit? I don't get two shits about first defenses anymore. Like it just doesn't, because at this point, championship reigns don't mean anything because it's all about the story.
Pretty much.
At this point, like it just because wins and losses don't even really matter. So at this point, it's just like, okay, what's the story?
Yeah, it's
That's
definitely gone in that direction. But Usos still your tag champs.
Good. I just don't know what the hell they're going to do with them at WrestleMania, though. But yeah, it's not my job.
And then we had, continuing on with the SmackDown portion, the SmackDown Women's Championship match.
Yeah.
Really, dude? She slipped. Really, dude?
Mm-hmm.
That's the best they could come up with?
There really isn't. I mean, only other thing they could have done would be to have her accidentally hit her in the back, and we've seen that.
That would have been like
that's as good as anything.
That would have been at least understandable.
At least it's something different. Like that's where I kind of am like, okay, it's something different. It's not just the same old shit. It's weird, but it is something different.
But like, oh man, like, because it had potential with how Mandy Rose was doing. It had potential to be a decent match because, she was there and she was doing some stuff. I was like, oh, she's actually bringing it. Okay, I can appreciate that. But that's how the finish is? Really? She slips inadvertently, I guess, according to, Sonya Deville trying to help her.
Well, yeah, because it actually, it was awkward, but at least it looked like it was an accident. That other one didn't look like an accident at all, which I think was the point. But we'll get to that.
But just like that, Asuka gets a spin kick, gets the pin. She's still the champ, and that's fine. But that finish was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, whoever booked that did not do great because. But even just leading up to it, it felt like it was just them waiting to get to Lacey Evans or to somebody else. It didn't feel like a real challenger situation, right? Like it felt like this was just something to do because you had to have her on the show.
And
she hadn't been around.
And for those that are wondering, as Charles was mentioning, on SmackDown, Sonya Deville got a shot to face Asuka, and Mandy Rose, subjectively, accidentally
that
interfered.
Was not accidental.
But
that was obvious.
Asterisks.
She looked at that was obvious. Like that was the part about it. I was like, meant for that to be as obvious as it was.
And it costed her getting put into the Asuka lock for the tap-out submission victory. And honestly, at this point,
horrible.
Like, there's really no other person to really think of to challenge Asuka at WrestleMania other than Lacey Evans.
Yeah, because Nikki Cross has not been seen. Nikki Cross has been MIA, just like Sanity has been since they got beat by Ricochet.
And Naomi hasn't really.
She lost to Mandy Rose the other week.
Yeah.
She got no momentum. They killed it.
And then, Carmella, she's too busy hanging out with R-Truth.
And then fighting Zelina on Twitter and out on the ring aprons and whatnot. She's a little busy with. Yeah, it's her and Selena right now. I'm expecting Zelina and her to be at WrestleMania in some form or fashion.
Like
some match. there's something because they're building this up way too much because unless Andrade and R-Truth are in a match together at WrestleMania, there's no reason for all this.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no reason for those two to really be involved other than those two constantly bickering.
I'm honestly trying to see who honestly really deserves a shot.
Well, there's nobody.
Because
literally no one.
I mean, looking at SmackDown, which, Asuka is the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Yeah, that women's division is trash.
It ain't gonna be the Iconics. That ain't happening.
Nope, they're too busy calling out the Boston Hug.
And it's not gonna be Becky Lynch and Charlotte because they'll be in the triple threat with Ronda Rousey.
They're busy. Dude, I'm just saying right now, like the WWE does not care about the SmackDown Women's title situation. They obviously do not give two shits because the only thing they care about is Becky, Charlotte, and on Raw. And that's all they care about. They don't give two shits because all that's going to happen is Asuka will retain at WrestleMania and then lose to whoever because I don't see Asuka holding the championship until October when they go to Fox. And there's no way in hell.
You don't see her holding on to the title
to
usher into the Fox?
Not for Fox. Hell no. Mm-mm.
Explain. Can you just for the viewers?
Well, because she's Asuka. I mean, she's already not being featured, and they're already making the SmackDown Women's Championship the secondary situation. So they're going to have to build that up before they go over to Fox, and they can't do it with what they have right now.
But you don't think there's plenty of time for them to do that?
No, they won't. They won't.
Oh, so you're saying they have the time, they just won't. They're just period. Won't.
I mean, just look at what they've done with that title picture right now. It's obviously playing second to fourth fiddle. Like, I'm surprised they haven't just gone ahead and announced that they'll have a SmackDown Women's title match on the pre-show at WrestleMania.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
That's how important it is to them. Like, because they obviously don't care about it.
Hold up. When is Ember Moon supposed to return?
I don't know.
You know what? No, that's a long shot.
Yep.
That's a long shot. Because I was going to say maybe Ember Moon.
Too good of an idea. It was definitely not happening.
Because it would be one heck of a renewed rivalry.
Yeah, but you do not forget what we get when it comes to them. We get nothing. We get bullshit.
I mean, yeah. I don't know, dude. I want to enjoy this title run, but I can't because it's bland. It's watered down. It's cheap.
There's nothing to it.
It's like, yes, Asuka was finally a main roster champion, and now she's like...
Careful what you wish for.
Now it's like she's a paper champion.
She is, dude.
Without having,
because
even though she has the ability that would surpass a paper champion.
Yes, but here's the thing. We all know that the reason she's even champion is because Vince McMahon just randomly got surprised. So that means they had no plans for her whatsoever. That's not going to change by giving her the championship. But
now, if this was Triple H, it'd be different.
Well, God, yeah.
Because she would be featured.
Yeah, she obviously. Well, they'd be doing stuff. He wouldn't just be putting all his eggs in one basket.
Like, this would have been a good time to, maybe make Asuka heel and make her a monster champion or something. But it's like they're not doing anything with her.
She just comes out of the ring with her mask and beats up people. I mean, she's done. They've had her do nothing. Doesn't even have her only feud was with Mandy Rose, really, since she's been champ. Because the feud with Becky wasn't really even a feud. She just happened to have the belt.
Yeah.
At a TLC match. There was no actual feud.
True.
It was just a match. It was just an automatic rematch. That's all that was.
Yeah, yeah, that is very true. And of course, in the midst of things, Asuka, climbed the ranks to, be inserted into the title picture. So
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
the crowd see her because the crowd likes her from NXT. It's not because she's done anything on the main roster. That's the thing. Um, just Vince being surprised that people wanted to see her is just like, oh, okay, yeah, you're not going to do right by her at all, man.
but
Like,
here, but here's the thing, though. Even if he does see that, okay, he sees the
didn't
crowd's
have
into
anything.
it. Why?
Yeah,
Why
because
not?
that's literally what they said. Yeah, he's
But
like, okay,
but the thing is, like, why not build something up instead of just put the title on her? Okay, you're happy now. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's literally what it all it feels like.
Cause that's what it feels like. It feels like y'all want her to have the title. Fine, bam.
Here she goes,
And
and then that's it.
I just, I mean, I'm more disappointed in that than Kyrie Sane's title run because of finding out the real reasoning behind it.
Yeah,
And honestly, there's really no point for Kyrie Sane to have another title run, or at least not
no,
another
they're
NXT title run.
no. She has. I mean, she's playing third fiddle in this whole Shayna storyline anyway.
But we'll get to that. Um. So okay, so Asuka retains the title. So the New Day, they had their, they got into Vince McMahon's office. Vince is like, after persuading and arguing, persuading, Vince is like, all right, you're in the title match. Triple threat. Starts now. Go out there. Which, at first, I kind of knew something was up because it's like, why would you have the title match right then and right now as the
Yeah,
third match on the card? Um, so, yeah, go out there. Match is coming up. New Day is banned from ringside. And he gets there. This is now a handicap match. It's the Bar versus Kofi Kingston. And they annihilated Kofi Kingston.
bummer.
Like, really? Just. And now.
Hey, it's
Oh, go ahead.
oh no, it's just Daniel Bryan all over again. They're doing the exact same thing.
Yep. And now, the only thing that can happen now is by some chance of a miracle, Kofi wins next week's gauntlet.
Which he will at some point. There'll be interference because you think about it. Randy's got issues with AJ Styles.
Yes.
So AJ Styles probably going to factor in some form of fashion because there's no way they're going to let that storyline go nowhere for a week when they're building up to WrestleMania. The who else is it? It's the Bar.
It's
That's
the Bar.
Yep. Xavier and Big E will do something.
Samoa Joe.
Then that could be Rey Mysterio or R-Truth, but I feel like it'll be Rey Mysterio.
Rowan.
I mean, Rowan's got whoever. He could actually just beat Rowan, or it could be Mustafa Ali or Kevin Owens. Like all those people involved in that match have people who could come down and cost them a pinfall. And we already know that AJ Styles is in favor of Kofi Kingston, right?
Right.
So he obviously would not agree with what's being done to him.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, the Samoa Joe part is the only one that you have to figure out some way. I mean, he's had all these issues with Andrade and all these people, but there's no good reason for any of them to mess up that.
Right.
So they're gonna have to figure something out. But
not to mention, it's 5 people. Like it's 5 people.
It's just, I'm interested to see the booking for SmackDown because that's going to be long. I just definitely feel like it's going to be a situation where there's going to be a screwy finish for pretty much all of those.
Yeah, but
everybody's got something going on.
if they got to do this to finally, okay, Kofi gets his title shot at WrestleMania, so be it. But
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only way that it's gonna make it look like a, overpowered all the tough obstacles to finally land him his big WrestleMania moment.
Which is crazy because he doesn't really need to do that. He's already done that for 11 years.
But here's the thing: do you book him to win the title at WrestleMania?
I would.
I would
Just because that's
love.
a happy ending. Because I don't want another Triple H and Booker T situation. I don't
Right.
want that. Do all that work and have the bad guy just constantly just grind down the good guy. And then all of a sudden it's just like, but yeah, you're still down. Like it's just I mean, it's if you think about it, if you did it with Daniel Bryan's whole thing, he wouldn't have won at WrestleMania, and that would have been like, well, what's the friggin' point of this?
But
You know,
I
it kind of it takes out everything of it.
but I definitely see him having his. I could see it being like a Zack Ryder sort of situation. You remember when Zack Ryder finally won the Intercontinental
Hopefully, it's
title?
better than that. Hopefully, it's better than that. But this is what WrestleMania used to be built around for the longest time.
Right.
You know, this moment when Shawn Michaels won his championship, that kind of started the whole idea of the underdog. You know, for me anyway, in the modern era, that's the beginning of the underdog winning the championship. That's the example that they've gone through since that happened.
Right on.
The boyhood dream has been realized. They literally do that all the time now.
Right.
It's been a few years since Daniel Bryan got to do it because basically the last person to do it was Daniel Bryan.
Yes, that's correct. Well, I don't
when
know.
He beat
Man.
JBL. Like it's everybody like the top baby faces get those moments. The boyhood dream comes true.
Well, I mean, Kofi's hotter than ever right now.
I know.
Oh, excuse me.
They need to capture it, or they could just let it go like they usually do.
All I know is, I'll tell you like this: WrestleMania is the moment, and if he doesn't win, then he's done for good. There's no chance in reviving
he's
that.
Dead in the water.
There's no chance in really. Yeah. Like, they might as well just forget about ever considering it again if he doesn't win the title at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like, it douses cold water on him instantly. And all that does is just breed ill will again from your fan base. Because it's just like, well, now I really don't give a shit. Like, now, why?
And, I mean, it's already bad enough that Vince is like, you don't deserve it. Oh, dang.
Literally, Daniel Bryan.
Oh, okay. You there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool.
It'd be basically like, if Daniel Bryan hadn't beaten Triple H and then Randy Orton and Batista, that would have destroyed him.
Yeah. And now that I really think about it, and looking back at SmackDown with what Vince was saying, like, you already doesn't think Kofi deserves the spotlight. He already looks at him as being inducted to the Hall of Fame as the New Day with the others. So it's
it's just so weird. Why Kofi? Why Kofi?
And it's like, we also have to remember that. Oh, and of course, him winning the WWE title will make him the next Triple Crown champion.
Yeah, he'll have won all of it.
Yeah, because he's actually, wouldn't he be a quadruple crown?
I mean, he's literally won every championship but the WWE championship. It's the only one that's available that he hasn't won.
Yeah, because he's won the tag team title, Intercontinental, U.S. And
he's been both World, Raw, SmackDown, the Unified. Was he like the undisputed tag team champion when they came together when the World and the WWE tag team run together? I think. Yeah, I feel like he'd been championship since that when that happened. It would have been with Evan Bourne or CM Punk.
So it might have been CM Punk because the second reign was with Evan Bourne.
Yeah, so I feel like he's had every single championship in the modern era other than the cruiserweight.
Because Evan Bourne, they were known as Air Boom.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually had a pretty good tag team title run, too.
They were good. They kind of reminded me of Kidman and what's his face?
Rey Mysterio?
Kendrick. Or just on
you mean Paul London?
Like that kind of run.
Kendrick?
Yeah, Paul London. Yeah, I'm sorry, Paul London.
Okay.
Like that kind of title run that they had, like where it's just like they were always involved in it.
Yeah. Do they still hold the record?
That I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look that up because I think they might still hold the record as longest reigning tag team champs.
I thought New Day still, or maybe for the
or maybe it was New Day.
I feel like New Day definitely is the current one. They beat who was it? Road Warriors. No, sorry, what's his face? God dang it! What's their name? Destruction or whoever the hell? Shit.
The brothers. Wait, what?
No, New Day beat who was the team that they beat for the longest reigning tag team championships? I've totally forgot.
Was it It wasn't AOP, was it? No.
Demolition.
Oh, Demolition.
Yeah, damn. I'm sorry, Demolition. Yeah, it was Demolition.
They. Oh, okay. So it's combined reigns. Hold up. No, that's combined reigns. I'm looking for longest reign. What the heck? Oh man. I lost you again. You there?
Oh, I'm here.
Okay.
Here. I'm here for a second.
So I'm trying to think. So
they tout New Day the longest reigning.
Okay. Brian Kendrick and Paul London was second with 334 days. Wait a minute. I think it may be. Oh, okay. It was. Yeah, you're right. It is the New Day. Yes, the New Day.
Because they have that whole thing where they do the whole thing. Longest reigning tag team champions and Field of Power.
Yeah.
It's a New Day. Yes, it is.
I was trying to see didn't see how many days.
456 or something like that.
456. Okay.
Is that it?
No, I'm taking your word for it.
I'm guessing it is. I don't know for sure. I gotta look for it. I'm just saying 456. It's like 464. It's something like stupid. It was something where I was like, damn, y'all are going way too hard.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like it's definitely in the 400s. Let me double check. Yeah. Tag. No, tag team championship reign.
But we know what Brian Kendrick and Paul London is 331 days.
Yeah, because I could have sworn it was. I'm saying I'm offline. I hate this fucking apartment. This apartment is the worst for Wi-Fi. Why is it saying that I am? Oh my god! What is it?
You there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Sorry. Oh, okay. I found it.
You found it? What is it?
So 483 days.
Damn, I was off by 30 or something. That's crazy. I love it.
Yeah, 483 days.
Because I remember when it was like, oh, ooh, CZW. When it was like, oh, okay, we'll do it. I don't know. That was weird. Because I know it was Demolition that they kept mentioning.
So they're the only team to hold the championship for over one consecutive year.
Yeah, boy.
But Paul London and Brian Kendrick came close, but
Yeah.
it felt like a year, but they came close.
Yeah.
So okay, back on track here.
Yeah, we got to try.
So so the Bar destroyed Kofi. The rest of the New Day tried to come in and help out, but then they got surprised attacked by Shinsuke and Rusev, who they beat in the pre-show.
Yes.
Next we had the Raw Tag Team Championship match. It was a triple threat where the Revival were able to defeat Aleister Black and Ricochet and Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. So, which of course, you know, Ricochet nor Aleister Black ate the pin, which I figured was gonna be that way.
Yeah, they have been undefeated in one-on-one tag team competition.
Yeah. So, you know, they still look strong, and the Revival still look strong as tag team champions. So, I can be pleased with that. Anything else you want to add to that?
No, I got nitty.
All right. Next, we had a slight change with this match being thrown into the mix. We had a fatal 4-way match for the United States Championship where Samoa Joe was able to defeat R-Truth, Rey Mysterio, and Andrade. So, Samoa Joe still looking strong as U.S. champ.
Yay, which makes me afraid for him at WrestleMania.
Why do you say that?
Because you know how this goes. This WrestleMania season, you know what happens.
I don't think he's going to lose the title at WrestleMania.
Okay. I'm glad you have hope.
Yeah.
I just know this is usually when John Cena comes back. Because they're having a lot of people mention his name. So I'm hoping he only just does the Kurt Angle thing and doesn't interact with anybody in the U.S. title picture because
Well, we still don't even know who Kurt Angle's opponent is going to be.
I'm hoping it's going to be John Cena.
You hoping it's going to be who? John Cena?
John Cena, because otherwise that means John Cena is likely going to show up and mess up some shit with Samoa Joe. So, yeah, no, I'm good.
Next, we had the Women's Tag Team Championship match, whereas Boston Hug did retain against Nia Jackson Tamina.
And horrible competition. It was horrible.
Yeah. Jackson Tamina attacked them afterwards. And Beth Phoenix tried to stand up to them, but she got leveled. And then Natalya tried to help, and she got leveled.
Got wrecked. Yep, it was straight trash.
So that only gives me hope that at some point Beth Phoenix will get back in the ring, even if it's for
After the WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Which, you know, I think she still got it.
I guess I just don't want her involved in the tag team title situation.
No. I don't think that's gonna happen. If it does, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're safe on that.
Okay. How many women's tag team matches are you expecting on this show?
I mean,
because I feel like that it would have to be a pre-show, but I don't feel like they're going to do Beth Phoenix like that. So that means it's going to be on the main show. So how many matches are you talking about? Think about that. Are you expecting it to be 2? Because that seems like a lot. because then there's going to have to be another match for all the other women. So that'll be what, four women's matches? Do you really see them doing that?
I guess. I mean, it's WrestleMania.
Actually, no. That had to be five. That would be multi-woman. Then you would have their tag match against Tamina and Nia Jax would be the only match you could make with them. Then you would have the women's tag team title match. Yeah, dude, I don't see them having three women, like I don't three other ones, not including that's five because that's not including if you include the Women's SmackDown Women's Championship and the Raw one, that's five women's matches on there. You really think they're going to do that? Like I would love to see that because that's awesome, but I mean I don't want to be fair. I don't want to see no damn Tamina and Nia Jax at all on the pay-per-view. And I really don't care about seeing Beth Phoenix either, but I know they're going to have Beth Phoenix. They've already introduced it. Yeah. So now I'm just like, how are you going to book this? Because y'all don't do
you
it
want
like
no Beth Phoenix for you?
I don't care about Beth Phoenix. Sorry. Like I thought I liked Beth Phoenix for what she was. She's fine. I don't give a shit.
Dang.
There's no offense.
Don't tell that to Natalia.
Or Edge.
Or Edge.
It's no disrespect. Like I liked her when she was paired with Santino. I never really cared. Like she was never my favorite. It was never like, oh, Beth Phoenix is coming. No, I don't care. Okay, you know.
Dang.
Who else is in the match? Like, but that's not anything against her. That's just the era she was in. I didn't really give a shit.
Right.
About a lot of those wrestlers in her era. Shit, I don't care about most of them motherfuckers. I don't care. Like, what do I care about? Why would I care about half of those women wrestlers? Which I will tell you a little preview to something we're going to be recording tomorrow. I thought that when I saw Eva Torres's ring gear and fighting with my family, I was like, oh yeah, Eva Torres. Why the hell would I care? Why would I give a shit? Like it's just so weird that I recognized it. I was like, oh, that's a piece of information I could have not had in my head.
Whose fault was that?
The fact that just the fact that I knew what her tights looked like. I was like, yo, she didn't do shit.
Showed it.
Like she's very forgettable. Very forgettable.
I mean, she was a Divas champion, but that's it.
I know. I'm sorry, but that was the era where it was just like.
If anything, I was just happy that she beat freaking Maurice for it.
I mean, yeah, but that period of time is just not the best.
True.
And I just don't, and I view it as such, so it does nothing for me.
That ugly butterfly belt.
Ugh, so gross.
Let's see. Next up, we had the WWE Championship match where it was a triple threat. Daniel Bryan defeated Kevin Owens and the surprise return of Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, poor Mustafa. Hopefully he gets a match against Luke Harper or something, because I don't know what the hell they're going to do with him at WrestleMania. He's got nothing.
Yeah. But,
literally nothing.
It was a good match, though. It was a good match.
Yeah. Of course. As I expected.
And then, oh, God. So, then we had the match between Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. If Becky won, she gets entered into the triple threat for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Out comes Ronda Rousey. She attacks Becky. Becky wins by DQ. She's in.
Horrible booking.
Oh, man. Like,
so
why can I, just for once, why can they not have Charlotte get pinned live on camera outside of a freaking pay-per-view sometimes, you know? Like,
well, they protect her, man.
But it makes no sense. Like,
they protect themselves for sure.
Because, I mean, we all know that they were going to put her in the match at WrestleMania anyway. Why can't they just have her beat her fair and square?
Guess they didn't want her to lose them twice in a row.
Man, bump that. Charlotte could afford some dang on losses.
She can, but then that kind of puts her character in like she's going through a slump kind of situation. I don't know if they want to do that. I don't. They obviously don't want to do that.
I'm not saying she's gonna be in a slump, but she can eat some freaking pins.
But I feel like that's their idea is that if she loses, then that's her going through a slump. You know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
They are not going to do that.
Oh
Unfortunately,
man, so stupid. Um,
very much.
we had an Elias concert. Randy Orton gets involved. AJ Styles gets involved.
That was bad.
That was random.
It made no logical sense because there's no reason for Randy to RKO Elias whatsoever. And then it's just I asked Beautiful Nightmare this. I was like, so logically, does this mean AJ Styles just been following around Randy Orton? And why would he be doing so? Because they had not they'd only had like two promos together in the back, and they were pretty innocuous. So it's just like, so he just follows him around, or he just always knows where he's going to be? Because that would come in handy a lot when you're a wrestler. But okay, I don't know. It wasn't great.
Yeah, it was so random to me, to be honest with you.
It was bad.
And then the main event. The main event was the last, for one last time, the Shield got together to take on Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and Baron Corbin, and which they did defeat all
Did you
three of
watch
them.
that?
Huh?
Did you watch that? Did you watch that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I went to bed. Me and Emily, me and Beautiful Nightmare were like, okay, time to go to bed now.
Really? You didn't want to watch
Yo,
the Shield for one last time?
no, hell no. I don't give two poops. I wish I did. I really don't care. Like I don't know why I should. Other than the fact that it's like, oh, it's nice that you guys are having fun. I don't care. They're just
Yeah.
not like none of them are my favorites. Like only time I liked them as the show when they first came around, but at this point, I don't. They've pretty much done all that they can do to make me enjoy them. I saw the match against the Wyatt family. That was awesome. They still haven't explained what happened to Dean, and they also have like they never lost that, which they did, because that was the only good win that the Wyatt family had. Um, that was then forgotten about instantly. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. And then they beat Evolution pretty easily. So yeah, other than that, I'm good. I don't care. I was happy when they broke up.
Dang. Well,
Evolution,
well, I mean, they did their thing, and then
it is.
for one last time. So I mean, hey, I just didn't expect it to be the main event.
No, it really shouldn't have been, but whatever. Who cares?
Yeah. So, but I mean, yeah, it is. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Fast Lane was fast lame.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, the matches were good. It was just none of the booking was good.
Yeah, and some of those finishes were eh.
Yeah, the booking was trash. The booking was super trash.
Show was, because
It didn't make sense on a lot of levels. So just book and all the and we forgot that the whole sequence with Vince and Kofi where they were like, Kofi, you've been waiting out here for an hour, and then as soon as they come in, Vince is like, I've been waiting on you for an hour, and I'm like, what's happening?
yeah,
That doesn't make any sense.
not at all.
Call for him. Why? And you're on the phone, so why? How have you been waiting for him? This is weird. Yeah, it made no sense. So that part I wanted to make sure. And this stuff with and man, they have killed all of Braun's momentum. It is something to behold.
He's just
I did not
tearing up cars now.
and assaulting people who aren't wrestlers. I have literally no idea what the hell they're doing. I don't think they do either. They have nothing for them.
Oh, I've given up hope on Braun.
Yeah, I feel bad because he's cool, but it just
Yeah.
he's dead. He's dead in the water.
Yeah, he might as. I don't think he's ever gonna
He might as well
get
be
the
Jinder
title.
Mahal. He might as well be Jinder Mahal at this point
And that's sad. His only title is the Raw Tag Team title.
with
That's
the Nicholas.
like,
This
come
is-
on, man. Like, that itself is insulting.
Yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad.
So, what I thought was really interesting but cool is Seth Rollins, with his promo with Paul Heyman and Shelton Benjamin
That was good
sneak
stuff.
attacks him, gives him a couple of German suplexes,
Yeah, new tights, new black tights.
and just went to town on Seth Rollins.
And then ate the pin.
Yeah, but it was a good match. It was a good match.
Well, it was. I mean, it should be because they're good. You know.
But yeah, I was really happy with that. To start off Raw, I like.
You were just happy to see Shelton Benjamin. Also, the promo made sense. They brought up the whole idea of him having trouble with the smaller guys, but then also I like the fact that Paul shot back with more logic, where it's just like, yes, because all those people were last minute changes.
Yeah,
You're not a change. He's going to wreck you. It was logical. It made sense. It made both characters look smart.
and of course Shelton Benjamin and Brock Lesnar go way back.
Exactly, and they should remember that.
Yep.
And I like the fact that they brought it up. It was good.
Yep. Both were
Learned it.
graduates from University of Minnesota.
And he helped train Brock.
Yep.
And he was in Minnesota.
Yep. That was like one of the first things that they made note of when, we got introduced to the world's greatest tag team.
Mm-hmm. And they were a tag team in OVW.
Yep. And in ROH.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, like Brock and Shelton.
Oh, Brock and Shelton. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Brock and Shelton were a tag team in OVW. That's actually when I first noticed Brock. I noticed Brock and Shelton Benjamin at the same time because that's when they first started showing up. Because I had seen a picture, because one of the teachers at my school was the wrestling coach, had a signed picture of Kurt Angle before he went to WWE.
Oh, nice.
And I remember when he went to WWE, I was like, oh, yeah. He was like not happy about it. But I was like, he's awesome. And then I learned about Brock Lesnar around the same time, just looking up stuff about Kurt Angle and collegiate wrestling to see who's doing things around now. And then he showed up. And then I looked up, and I heard it was signed, and they showed it was like him and Shelton Benjamin. I was like, oh, damn.
Right on.
Yeah, man. I was very excited when they debuted on the main roster back in the days.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Holy shit! Did you see the fact that NBA Live 19 All-Star Edition is $4 on PlayStation?
Really?
Yeah, it's $4.
$4.
Sorry,
$4.
$3.99.
Like
$3.99. Yes. $3.99 from $40 to $3.99.
Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out right now.
Do it.
Really? You're gonna put the freaking Intercontinental Championship back on Bobby Lashley?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Why?
They don't know what they want to do. They don't know.
So now, supposedly, the idea is rematch at WrestleMania, the Demon.
Ugh.
But not for the freaking Intercontinental Championship. Come on now.
No, but see, here's the thing, though. He should always be the Demon if that's the case.
At least on
why is he ever
pay-per-views.
not the Demon? Why is he not? I mean, it'd be WrestleMania. He needs to be the Demon at WrestleMania, but I just wish it was for something more than that.
Exactly.
But maybe that's kind of the problem. Intercontinental Championship should mean something. It does mean something to me, but it just hasn't meant as much in the grand scheme of things, I guess.
It's like, it was already hard enough getting him into that picture.
I don't know. A couple years ago, I feel like the Intercontinental Championship would have been a big deal. Like when Daniel Bryan, I guess right before Daniel Bryan did that whole ladder match at WrestleMania in San Francisco,
Yeah.
that was like it felt like they were trying to get it back up, and then he got injured, and it was like no, it's gone again. And it really hasn't recovered. Because it feels like almost like the Intercontinental Championship is cursed at this point. I don't know.
He had just
Last good
won
champion was
it.
Cody. Cody was my last good champion when he brought the yellow belt. When he brought the white belt back. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But man, I was angry. I was so angry. Like,
Understandable.
y'all, man, WWE be crapping on Finn Balor so much.
Yeah,
Ever since after he came back from his injury, they just nope. You were the man on icon on NXT.
I know.
And was the first Universal Champion, which that belt really doesn't deserve any attention anymore.
No.
You have a superstar in Finn Balor, known throughout the world.
You do. They don't give a shit.
Honestly, man, I think him and the club should be like Too Sweet and Deuces.
That'd be great. I would love for them to leave and go do cool stuff elsewhere.
And shoot, the club might leave.
That'd be so. Well, I hope they do. I want them to be in AEW because that just makes AEW even better.
Oh, dude, that would be perfect.
Yeah, another tag team for them, and they're awesome. And I love New Japan Pro Wrestling. They could go back to New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'd be happy. I don't give a shit where they go. I'd love it because it'd be someplace where they'd actually be wrestling because they are really good. And I don't really. I'd shoot, man. You know how much I'd give for them to be in New Japan so I can get like 1 million mixed multi-man tag matches.
Oh yeah, rejoin the Bullet Club
because they do. I mean, just in general, man, they were back. They do. I forget how like watching New Japan so many days in a row. I forget how many multi-man tags they have.
Dude, I
where
miss...
like all this shit's so long. It's like they give you 2 hours of multi-man matches as preview matches, quote unquote, and then you get to 2 to 3 main events, and then you're done.
Like, dude, I miss his original opening with the machine gun.
Yeah.
When he gets introduced.
Yeah, they can't do that on family television.
Yeah.
We're in America. It's not a good look, which is good because that shit ain't a good look when you think about it. All this gun violence and shit.
But like, they can't even call him that in WWE. You can't call him the Machine Gun Carl Anderson.
No, and I'm like I said, this is a different world. You can do that shit in Japan, but I don't want a dude with gun stuff. Not here. It's America, man. We already got enough gun problems. We got enough gun problems.
True.
We don't need kids pretending. Yeah, I don't need to see a kid pretending to be a machine gun Carl Anderson somewhere. You know, I don't need it.
Yeah.
It's not necessary.
But yeah, they're better off in AEW or New Japan Pro Wrestling. This is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, they're so much better off.
When you have a tag team like them, honestly, they should have had multiple tag team title runs. At least 3.
So disrespectful.
And all they've had is one short one.
They got nothing for them.
Don't even get featured on TV.
No, last time they got featured, they lost.
Oh man, they might as well be on the same level as the freaking Ascension
or Sanity, or
Sanity.
Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. They have as many wins.
Let's see. So, Ronda Rousey does a promo, and out comes Dana Brooke.
She tried.
Yeah, I mean,
more power.
Yeah, kudos.
They did something with her. They did something.
Kudos to doing something with her, but she got destroyed.
Oh, she got that ass whooped.
Like,
As she should. She's low. She's low woman on the totem pole.
Does she still have matches on main event?
Pretty much that's the only place you're gonna see her.
Because I remember they used to have like her face like random people like Ruby Riott and Alicia Fox.
Yeah, she loses. She's basically only gonna. I mean, Alicia Fox hasn't been seen since she got Arn Anderson fired. But
yeah, which who knows how that's gonna turn into for her.
it's probably not gonna be great.
Nope. Besides,
'Cause
they're not gonna do anything with her anyway. She's old news.
hell no. Yep, they got nothing for her.
She had her butterfly title run too, and you know.
That's all you get, lady. Get out of here.
But Aleister Black and Ricochet continued their winning ways against Bobby Roode and Chad Gable.
Undefeated like a motherfucker.
We know that Alexa Bliss is going to be the host of WrestleMania 35.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Seems kind of, but I mean, it gives her something to do, and maybe you can. They have nothing to do for a lot of these people.
Yeah.
They have nothing. Like they literally can't figure out anything for anybody other than Kofi, Kofi and Ronda Rousey in that whole situation. Like everybody else is just forgotten about.
Braun Strowman tore up a car, Street Fighter style almost.
Yep. Oh boy.
Nia Jax defeated Natalya by disqualification. Don't really care.
Nobody cares.
Kurt Angle had a match with Apollo Crews.
Yep.
That
was trash.
Kurt Angle won with the Angle Lock. They shook hands. And Kurt Angle announced that he was going to have his final match, his retirement match at WrestleMania. We don't know who his opponent will be, but some may say it's John Cena.
It better be, because who else? They got nothing. Because he's gonna. It's just I don't know. They have screwed themselves. They've got nothing going on.
But I hope in the middle of this farewell tour that he at least gets one more match with Drew McIntyre and beats Drew McIntyre.
I don't think that's happening, buddy.
I think it should happen, but it probably won't.
Because Drew McIntyre's a little busy at the moment.
Yeah. Speaking of
he's
Drew
gonna
McIntyre,
be Roman. He's gonna be Roman's new thing to beat.
Well, Drew McIntyre defeated Dean Ambrose. It was
and also, don't forget, he knocked out Roman.
Yes, he did. He did knock out Roman. And, yeah, Drew McIntyre is looking rather strong. And it looks like he's little by little being built as a contender.
Well, I don't know. Okay, let's not get crazy. He's being built to lose to Roman. So let's not get crazy here, bud.
Eventually down the road.
At WrestleMania is where he's losing. What are you talking about? He's got 3 weeks to enjoy this before it is all over.
But I don't think one loss to Roman Reigns will put him into the ground.
Okay, but they're not going to do anything else with him because you. Okay, so you mean okay. So that means they're gonna have him face off against Seth as Universal Champion, and they're not going to figure Roman Reigns in that whatsoever.
I'm sure they will. I'm just saying, he's gonna be built to be a contender. I'm not saying I have no idea if they would ever put the belt on him.
They are not. I feel like he's not even technically going to be a contender. He's just going to be around. Because they got Baron Corbin. They got who else do they got as far as heels? Elias,
Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, they have so many other people.
Well, he's IC champ, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but he'll lose at WrestleMania too. Like they're both losing WrestleMania. Like they're a lot of bad guys are losing to WrestleMania for sure.
Maybe the year of WrestleMania for the faces.
That's what it's feeling like.
But And I like Drew McIntyre, so I'm
I know. You were hoping for the best with that guy.
yeah. Because honestly, like I said, in the first place, he should have never been teamed up with freaking Dolph Ziggler and as a tag team champion in the first place. It was
Definitely
dumb.
not. No, it was pointless. But they had to give him something because they obviously couldn't figure out anything else to do with him.
All right. Anything else you got for Raw?
Hell no.
SmackDown. I mean, we kind of dabbled into SmackDown during the Fastlane talk. So,
Yeah. Pretty much just whatchamajig, the handicap, the gauntlet match is the only thing that really matters coming out of that.
yeah.
Out of that.
Um,
Good promo, great promo work. That was a great promo.
yeah.
Like they were just killing it. I love the fact that Kofi referenced the fact that people like him that look like him do not get to be champion.
Pretty much.
And that was a good point, although it is glossed over. I do have a problem with Vince McMahon having no real good reason to not want Kofi to be champion other than a possibly racist one. Because Kofi's always done good things, never got in trouble for anything. He's always doing all the promo stuff. It's very weird, even before the whole New Day stuff. Because if you think about WWE Superstars, that video game, right? Kofi was a main advertised thing in that.
Yes, he was.
He was just a singles competitor.
Yep.
And that's kind of when he came around. He was featured a lot in advertising because of the green and yellow and all that. So I'm just like, what the hell are you talking about, Vince? Like, Vince, I've watched this shit. I get the whole. I liked the whole B+ player thing because this harkens back to Daniel Bryan being a complete fake and turning his back on all his old stuff.
Yeah,
that works for me. It makes total sense.
Yeah,
but that Vince logic just does not fly with me. It does not make any sense on a lot of levels. Where it's just like, okay, can we just call a spade, my G?
Yeah,
you're better off just being the racist that I assume you are.
Yeah,
because of the. I mean, you're not even taking into account the stuff that happened with Booker.
Yeah.
Kofi is, and I like the fact that the other two are getting mad, but it's very interesting how they choose to deal with the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very odd. I don't understand a lot of the booking on that. Just doesn't really make a lot of damn sense.
Well,
in the first place,
we know for sure that some way, somehow,
he's going to be in the room.
He's going to win the gauntlet.
Yep. There's going to be a lot of shenanigans.
Yep.
I just want to see Kofi win, man.
Will they give us what we want?
I want to say they have to, but they don't. They never do. But I would think it's WrestleMania. You want to have the confetti.
Yeah.
Although they can't really have the confetti because they'll still have a match left after Kofi wins. So
true.
Because that's not the main event at all.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. New Day, got involved with the Hardy Boys, Aleister Black and Ricochet versus the Bar, Shinsuke and Rusev match.
Yeah, they came out with that ass.
Yep.
Which I loved.
Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair traded insults and,
Oh, dude, okay. Did you see Charlotte's face after Becky said, "Shut your plastic face up"?
Yes.
That got her real good. You could see it on her face. She was like, "This bitch." Like, you could tell like that was the funny shit to me. I was like, "Oh, she got you.
Yeah.
You were not ready for that."
Nope. Because she had her mole removed.
Oh, and you can see her. I mean, her face looks kind of plastic, man. Like she definitely had work done.
Yeah.
Ain't no secret. She's had a lot of work done.
What's kind of interesting though? Like I remember looking back on the clip where Becky Lynch was chatting with Finn Balor, and she was wondering on whether she should apologize or not. And then I totally just remember catching the part at the end where as he's walking away, she says thanks, and she's like, Oh, your abs are awesome, by the way.
Oh yeah, the awesome abs.
I
That
was
was a
just,
real. It was a weird segment. It was very weird.
but it's okay because in real life they're friends.
Yeah, they knew each other. She helped train and all that good stuff. Known each other for years.
A lot of people, I remember because I saw the YouTube clip. A lot of people like they would make a perfect couple. I'm like,
No, he's with Kathy
Kathy
Kelly or
Kelly.
whatever. Yeah, from the what's your joke? So, yep, nope, no shipping
Nah,
there.
they would be too much like brother and sister.
That's what they are basically.
Yeah, and I think even I think there was something said that in an interview. I think she said she won't date anybody in the wrestling business.
Get that?
So, I mean, honestly, it's probably her best bet.
I don't know who she's gonna date because consider the fact that she's always out of town and shit. But hey,
Yeah, probably wouldn't really
who's to
have
say?
time for a
Time?
relationship. I mean, with
No,
somebody like Sasha Banks, it's a little different because her
the
husband's a
sewing guy.
seamstress. Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say yeah, he's around all the damn time.
yeah. So there's that. But I mean, yeah. Uh, Rey Mysterio and R-Truth beat Samoa Joe and Andrade.
Yep.
Daniel Bryan and Rowan defeated Kevin Owens and Mustafa Ali, which that pairing is weird, but
Yep. It feels like something they just have to do because they had nothing else to do.
yeah. But if anything, really the main highlight was just, you know, the promo to set up the gauntlet match.
Yep. It's the only good part of the show. I mean, it's the only part that really mattered. Everything else was forgettable.
Yeah. Oh man. Freaking Asuka's title reign is so watered down.
It is just a thing that's happening, man.
Yeah. But all right, enough SmackDown.
Good. On to the good shit.
205 Live.
Good shit.
So, we had two more. We had the semifinals to the cruiserweight championship tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Cedric Alexander defeated Oni Lorcan.
Good match.
Great match. And then of course Tony Nese defeated Drew Gulak. I was a little bit surprised by that, but at the same time, Tony Nese is kind of hot for right now.
He is, and it was. I was very. I was like, oh, okay. Are they really about to do this? They're gonna turn Nice's face. They have him go against Buddy Murphy. I don't know. It's a toss up between him and Cedric. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
because both have storyline reasons. Shit, both
and
have storyline reasons.
and of course both are gonna face each other in the finals.
Mm,
Which, honestly, you really have some options here because, like you said, Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese are kind of like buddy good friends. I mean, this would be a good setup for Nese and for him to have his first WrestleMania moment.
mm,
Or you go with Cedric Alexander and redemption.
yeah, either one is good.
I mean, honestly, I feel like you can't lose from either one.
No,
But
either option is good.
I will say this: if Buddy Murphy retains, I'll be kind of surprised.
Yeah, I won't know what the hell they're doing if that's the case.
Like, because now it's like he's burying the rest of the cruiserweight division. Because really,
Yeah,
now
now
it's
you see how it is, right? Like it feels like when if he just beat everybody, it's just like, well, what the hell's the point unless somebody new's coming? I mean, it could be where somebody new comes in after WrestleMania and then takes his title.
I mean, there's that. But I guess I don't know because he really hasn't. Well, I mean, I know 205 Live is pretty short, but he really hasn't appeared or wrestled much on 205 Live lately. But
Well, he hasn't really had to. I mean, they've done the tournament to kind of protect him.
true. But yeah, he's been cruiserweight champion for a while now, and it just seems like I feel like WrestleMania is the time to end the reign. But
or
Yeah.
because you have something else coming.
But here's the thing: if he were to retain, who would you have him to be
That's the that's
challenged?
the that's the thing. You have to, it'd be somebody new. It's not somebody that's already there. It'd be like, oh, well, somebody new coming from NXT is gonna be blah 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 blah. That's what would happen, you know.
Some may would possibly think Humberto Carrillo because of how much he pushed
Yeah.
them during their first meeting, but that would be way too
You
quick.
could, yeah, exactly. That's why I feel like it would have to be um, just somebody else, just whoever, somebody come from NXT, inserted in there, and they're like Johnny Gargano as a face or something crazy like that. It would have to be somebody that's established that can be brought in. Could be Kushida, like you know what I'm saying, like that. That's when you do this stuff.
Ooh,
It's literally when you brought in Paige to beat AJ Lee, and I mean I also saw that movie today, but it's that same thing where it's just like okay, AJ Lee, I forgot AJ Lee won to beat 13 other women in an invitational just to go on Raw and lose to you know
I
like that's what
totally,
happened.
I totally forgot about Kushida. That would be kind of cool. Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
that
because
would
that's
be
all
kind
you'd
of
be
cool.
doing. You be building Murphy up to just do what you do when it's John Cena. You bring him in and he beats whoever the hell's top shit, right? That's
Kind of
kind of his
like,
whole thing.
I bested everyone. I had my WrestleMania Mania moment.
I'm the
Couldn't nobody
greatest
stop?
cruiserweight ever. Exactly. It'd be the same thing as like if you were to you could have bring Rey Mysterio to 205 Live. You have him call himself the greatest cruiserweight of all time. And then Rey Mysterio pops out of nowhere, and he's like, "Well, okay, then if you say you the best, let's go, let's get it."
And would you have Rey Mysterio beat him?
Frick yeah, I definitely have. We talk about would have Rey Mysterio beat him. Crazy.
You
Of
know,
course, I'd have
that's not a bad idea.
Rey Mysterio. Man.
That's not a
He'd
bad
be cruiserweight
idea.
champion, and that would 205 Live would be instantly in the spotlight because Rey Mysterio would be your focus, man. I don't know why it hasn't been done.
And he could carry that
Yeah,
division.
oh God, I mean he's Rey freaking Mysterio. What do you
Yeah,
thought?
he was the pioneer of
He's Rey
cruiserweights.
freaking Mysterio. You put him on 205 Live, like that instantly gives it eyes. It makes it more. It makes that championship more prestigious, right?
Yeah,
It only does good for that championship.
right. You know what? That's probably the best idea on paper.
Yeah, if it's
Why not
Rey
have Rey
Mysterio,
Mysterio challenge him?
Yeah, I would. Well, see, and here's the thing: I would have Buddy Murphy defend successfully at WrestleMania,
Mm-hmm.
and then bring in Rey Mysterio, like 205 Live. Like that's, I mean, it keeps the whole same idea of the the after WrestleMania moment that they love so much,
Mm-hmm.
and you have Rey Mysterio come and save that shit. Not save it because it doesn't need saving, but you know what I'm saying? Like it just
Yeah, because he could take issue with Buddy Murphy saying he's the greatest cruiserweight of all time.
exactly, which only makes sense to me because you've already built him up to feel that way about himself. So it's like, bet who's the man? Ray's the man. Okay, we're good. It books itself. We're selling 205 Live. We're selling tickets to shit, and people want to see 205 Live, man. What
That's
the
like
hell?
that's like me winning the dunk contest 5 years in a row and saying I'm the best, greatest dunker of all time, and then Vince Carter showing up and being like, "Oh, really?"
Exactly. Who doesn't want to see that?
Or Michael Jordan showing up and be like, "Really? Come again?"
Yeah, that's wrestling. That's what you want. You want the marquee matchup that
But
gets people talking. And how would the world? That would blow the internet's friggin' wrestling internet's mind.
now, one other thing before we put 205 behind us. Do you really still have hope that Drew Gulak will be champion? I, I honestly,
You know? I mean, someday, whenever there's like well, I don't know. They've been doing the same thing with him so long. I can't see it happening now. Not with the way he is right now.
because it hasn't happened by now is why I've kind of been like, okay, well, he's just one of those heels that's gonna be there and is never gonna account to anything.
Yeah, I mean that's not his role, I guess. You know.
Yeah, I mean, but he was built up so strongly in his promos, and he has the wrestling, you know, ability, as a submission specialist, and I just feel like, I mean, dang, he can't catch a break.
He's the shit. I mean, he's a really good wrestler, but they're
Yeah.
just not as interested in him.
I mean, Grand Metalik can make it to the finals of the Cruiserweight Classic, but Drew Gulak, I think he might have gotten one Cruiserweight title shot to this day.
Yeah, against Cedric, yeah. That was a good feud.
It was, but yeah.
That was the only one to really speak of. I mean, he's been involved in shit for a minute, but,
Yeah.
you know.
But then again, if Tony Nese, I mean, could you see Tony Nese winning the title?
Frick, no.
Okay, because that would be really interesting if he did. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve a WrestleMania moment, because I mean, if
It
Cedric
doesn't seem
Alexander
like
and Mustafa Ali can, he can.
but just he doesn't feel like that guy.
Nah, but it'll be interesting. I mean, we have the finals between Nese and Alexander. This will be like a renewed rivalry because Tony Nese kind of contributed to the temporary slump that Cedric Alexander was having post losing the Cruiserweight title before he came back in an impressionable fashion and defeated Leo Rush. So that's another thing. Is Leo Rush done with 205 Live?
It looks like it. But then again, maybe
not.
not, because he just hasn't been involved in this tournament like that.
And that surprises me.
I mean, yeah, they could have, but he was busy. Like when it started, he was kind of already busy, involved in the Bobby Lashley stuff. He really didn't have anything to do there.
Yeah, well,
yeah, because he had what, one match over a period.
I think the last match I remember seeing him have was against was in the Fatal 4-Way.
I think that was it.
Yeah, that was a good long while ago. Dang. Oh well, guess we'll have to wait and see. Okay, yep. NXT UK. So we had Wolfgang destroy Flash Morgan Webster.
Poor guys.
Yeah.
They've got one win over them.
Yeah. Amir Jordan and Kenny Williams picked up a big victory over Saxon Huxley and Tyson T-Bone. That was quite a wild match. I didn't think they would win.
No, I didn't really expect it to.
I believe that's their second or third win together as a tag team.
That is weird.
Yeah. So, Noam Dar is back to being a heel again.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
Yeah. I mean, he gets destroyed and taken out by Tony Nese. He recently defeated Jordan Devlin, and now he's a heel. What?
Yeah. All heel.
That makes no sense to me.
Because it makes no sense.
And then Mark Andrews welcomes him back with a kick to the face. So,
yeah, I thought Mark Andrews and Webster had a whole tag team thing, but I guess they're forgetting about that.
Yeah, so that was very random. Like, oh, Mark Andrews. Just, wait, what?
We're very weird booking.
Yeah.
Should have been El Ligero or something.
Yeah, I know. It would have made more sense with Ligero maybe, but I guess Eddie Dennis is going to be the one for that. Or, I don't know. That's just weird. That's just randomly now Noam Dar is a heel again. But whatever. Kaylee Ray made her debut against Candy Floss, and honestly, that match was way too short. That
Yeah, I'm
match
surprised
was
it was that short.
short. Like I don't feel like she really got showcased other than doing
Nah,
her gory bomb Widow's Peak like finisher, but yeah, she really didn't get showcased. So I mean, yeah.
she's just there. We all know we're here to see Viper.
Oh hush, you and
Hush.
you and your love for Viper,
You damn right.
which I don't get that.
You are wilding.
No, I'm just joking. Um, and then we had the main event. Pete Dunne and Walter teaming up and defeated the Coffee Brothers. Hard hitting, intense match. There was blood
Yeah.
all over Walter's face.
I wonder if somebody got fined for that.
Yeah. But it was a great match. And had a little standoff between Walter and Pete Dunne. Stepped on his title belt, but then picked it up and handed it to him. But, ugh.
Disrespectful.
Yeah. But it's only evident that they will face each other eventually.
Oh God, yeah. Well, that's a given.
But that was a good main event tag team match. And there was
Oh,
another promo by the one true queen, the one true fashionista, Jenna. Yes, queen.
oh God.
Dude, I'm telling you. You better pay special attention. She is the real deal. You gonna have to wait until your turn, until Viper arrives whenever. But right
It'll be
now,
soon.
it's Queen time.
She was at a set of taping, so it should be like a week or two. Thank you, sir.
Right now, it's Queen time.
Whatever, dog.
The fashionista is hot right now, and you know it.
No, I don't.
Well, you're just not paying attention, so you need to wake up.
No, I'm good. Shit.
Anything else you want to add?
No.
All right. NXT. So, we had 3 matches. The Forgotten Sons defeated Mustache Mountain to advance to the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Mm.
Was a good match.
Odd choice.
Really helped set them off, into the finals, and they got a lot of momentum, especially with Jackson Riker being there.
Yeah, because he helped them.
And then we had our number 1 contenders match between Bianca Belair and Io Shirai, which, whew, it was good going back and forth, but then Shayna Baszler just wreaked havoc on everybody. Choked Bianca out, choked Kyrie out, choked Io out, and stood tall with everybody laid out. Now see, that right there should have been the Shayna Baszler we should have been getting the whole entire time without her freaking lackeys. That's the real Shayna Baszler. That's the real Queen of Spades. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, help me out here. Like,
Oh, Yeah, no, it's weird, Shayna. I mean, she's just beating everybody up. It's fine. I mean, that's what she's supposed to do, right?
Yeah, but it should have been that way ever since. Not
Well,
no
yeah, they just forgot about Jessamine Duke and what's her face.
Marina
Yeah,
Shafir. And it's like, she don't need them. She never did need them.
no, not particularly.
Like, oh man. It's so stupid. But like all that happened and I'm just like, where was this the whole past handful of months? Where was that?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
And then all before that you have her eat the pin and eat 3 finishers? And now that? Come on now.
I mean, I give up on them booking half the stuff right at this
Like,
point.
the past couple of title defenses she's had has involved her lackeys, Marina and Jessamine, interfering. But then she can come in and lay out her 3 opponents for this fatal 4-way like that. Choke them out. Like it's
No
nothing.
problem. No problem. Because she's a badass.
I mean, not even Kyrie touched her. And she got instantly choked out.
I mean, Io did something, but yeah, then she was an idiot face and turned her back.
Yeah. And then, ultimately, she got choked out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, as I'm watching that, I'm like, where the heck was this all those previous months ago up to now?
Because I actually don't know. I don't know. And I guess they didn't really think about it or care.
I mean, you already had her as this monster heel that the whole locker room is supposed to be afraid of ever since all the crap she put Dakota Kai through.
Yeah.
It's like, come on now. Like, gotta be kidding me. But this sets up for it was announced that there will be a fatal 4-way for the NXT Women's Championship at NXT Takeover. Did they say what the name of the takeover is?
Hamburgers. Huh?
Did they say what the takeover is going to be?
Fatal 4-way. Oh, New York?
Oh, it's Takeover New York? Okay.
Yeah, Takeover New
York. So it's going to be Shayna Baszler defending against Bianca Belair, Kairi Sane, and Io Shirai. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I honestly do not see Shayna retaining.
Well, she better not. But then that means she's probably gone, which I'm fine with. She's going to main roster up at her homegirl.
Because either this is what I could see happening. Bianca Belair wins, which honestly I think is the number 1 choice.
Yeah.
And she pins Baszler. Or Shayna wins. And I think everybody except Io Shirai eats the pin or submission, which honestly I think would be dumb. Or Kairi Sane wins.
That'd be weird. But then again, then it'd have Bianca could be a heel and Io could be a heel.
I think if Io or Kairi win, regardless of which one does, Io turns heel.
Yeah, I mean she kind of has to.
Because at some point, they're gonna have to face each other, and friendship is gonna get tossed aside. Maybe not in the first meeting, but eventually.
Definitely after the first waltz, yeah.
Yeah, because there'll be some jealousy, resentment. I mean, such and such. But honestly, realistically, the best option would be Bianca Belair wins the title. That way you still protect the friendship that Kairi and Io have. And,
Hmm.
if it ever came down to a number one contenders match, they would put on a show and it would be cool for, that first meeting. At least, no title will be won or anything like that.
Hmm.
But honestly, I feel like if the Sky Pirates team is going to be in their future, then it has to be on the main roster.
Oh, absolutely.
And because another thing is, if Bianca does win, where does that leave Io and Kyrie? Like, do they just have them stay as a team and just rinse and repeat? Or, because
They have to do something with them and the Boston Hug connection. They have to at this point. Like, there's no way they can't.
yeah, and I feel like that's the only fallback that I could see making the most sense because it doesn't make sense for Sasha and Bailey to really defend the tag team titles on NXT against any other team but the Sky Pirates.
Yeah, nobody's up to that level.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah? Heck no.
No, that's a squash match.
Shoot,
That's
Maria.
who they beat up just as like an exhibition match, and it's a squash.
Yeah, shoot, Marina and Jessamine? Heck no. They can't even
Oh,
win
no,
one
that's a
match.
squash too. That's a squash as well.
Yeah. Um, shoot, Xia Li and Tainata Conti? No.
No, they can't even beat Vanessa Bourne. No.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, if they want them to literally defend the tag team titles in NXT, they don't have a choice but to defend against the Sky Pirates.
True.
I know they had the house show, and I know one of the teams was Rhea Ripley and Reina Gonzalez, but
That's a house show situation.
exactly, I don't really see them, especially Rhea Ripley. I don't really see her being featured on NXT.
Yeah, no, not regular next to no.
Yeah,
But they could. She could easily be featured if they didn't want to use her on NXT UK for a while since they've kind of already got stuff going on there.
yeah. But I mean, really, when it comes to NXT, the only real, true, established tag teams you have are Jessamine and Marina, Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah, and the Sky Pirates.
Hmm.
Which, like I said, Sky Pirates is really the only choice. If they're gonna have them literally defend the tag team titles in NXT, which honestly, I could either see that being the main event of an NXT show at Full Sail or at an NXT Takeover.
I would love her to be Takeover, but NXT show makes a little more sense. But that they'd have to like hype it up for a couple weeks for sure.
Yeah, because normally that's the thing. If they were to do it at a Takeover, then it would have to be. Actually, no, they could if the pay per view that they had, if they didn't have a scheduled match at the pay per view, then it would make sense.
Which I feel like that'd be weird at this point. But I mean that'd be the really only other way to do it.
Yeah, because I mean, every now and then there's some titles that won't be defended on a pay per view, and maybe that could be one of the first ones, depending on like the season or the time it is. That,
Yeah.
but I don't know, because then usually when there's a takeover, there's a bigger main roster pay per view, like
Typically,
SummerSlam, like
typically, yes. Typically, that's usually what
oh
is what comes after the takeover that week in that weekend.
oh
'Cause it's been a while since takeover was like an off weekend thing when they used to do it back in the day, where they used to have it be like a Saturday, just with no pay per view the next day, and
uh-huh
then they started doing it back to back, I guess, to make it easier on production stuff.
uh-huh.
And not wrestlers because they're not really involved.
Well, I guess the only other thing they could do is excuse me.
Bless you.
The only other thing they could do is either defend the titles on an NXT taping at Full Sail or have the Sky Pirates get their title shot on a main roster pay-per-view.
I mean, because if you think about it, Aleister Black and Ricochet are basically going to have to do double duty WrestleMania weekend.
Yep.
Spoiler alert.
So, but yeah. So, honestly, because I'm pretty sure, because it has been announced and it's been talked about, I'm pretty sure it is going to happen that they're going to face the Sky Pirates at some point while they're still in NXT to make it valid that, hey, they defended the titles on NXT.
Yeah, because there's nobody else that they really could. Yeah, I don't see it with anybody else unless they bring in some people.
Yeah, but that would mean that they would really have to to build it up. They'd have to build it up for weeks, and then make it the main event of an NXT Full Sail taping.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the way they're gonna do it, because otherwise, it would have to be at a takeover or a main roster pay per view, and if usually a takeover is followed by a strong main roster pay per view like SummerSlam or Survivor Series or WrestleMania, then so yeah. But here's hoping. But with hints and live tape and live shows, house shows, and just I'm hoping it'll happen at some point.
That'd be cool. I'd be into it.
The sooner the better.
Yeah, they kind of need to do it as soon as possible because soon it will not be viable.
Yeah, because right now I feel like Bianca deserves the title, the NXT Women's title, and
she can feud with Candice even. Like you can feud her with pretty much anybody.
Yeah, that would be a good feud.
While you do something with the other two as a tag team situation.
Yeah, but they would also need to, really start showcasing other female tag teams on NXT.
They would,
unless they pull a Ricochet and Aleister Black and start booking the Sky Pirates on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, which they could, but who knows what they're going to do with this crap at this point. It's just kind of hard to guess anymore. It's outside of certain things.
If they did it right, they could book it as like a surprise or as, like a new unique team.
I'd be down. It should be a surprise. It should not be what they did last time with here's videos of these. Like, please don't do that. I don't want that shit no more.
Like, make it a surprise like the Hardys at WrestleMania sort of
surprise. Yeah, because that's where the good shit is, man. You tell me that they're coming. There's no way to be surprised.
I think that would give a huge pop.
Well, duh, it would. But it had to be the time after WrestleMania because that would be the soonest people would have seen TakeOver, and anybody maybe, hopefully, after you do like this would happen on TakeOver, and then you have them show up randomly, then yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. Or even if it was like them showing up as like a hint, we're watching sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they showed the video of them on NXT the other day.
Yep. So, I'm excited, but I'm cautious. Because I really do want to see this match happen.
I'd be into it.
But, okay. Anything else WWE related?
God, no.
All right.
Oh, no. We gotta give a shout out to what's her face. She broke her wrist in her debut. Vaughn, whatever, the Zack Ryder's girlfriend.
Zack Ryder's girlfriend.
Oh, girl. She just got signed. She had her NXT debut and broke her wrist in the tapings.
Oh, are you talking about Kylie Ray?
Oh.
Who are you talking about?
Who's his girlfriend? Isn't it the girl who had all the smeared makeup in Impact?
Oh, you're talking about don't tell me her name. Don't tell me her
name.
Crap. I know who you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen her live like twice. Oh, Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green.
Yeah. She broke her wrist during her debut.
Really?
Yeah, she won though. She finished the match and won.
Oh no.
She broke her wrist in her debut this weekend or this week during the tapings. Yeah, but she finished.
How long will she be out?
I don't know. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 2 months, a month. But yeah, that feels like a 2 month. If you break your wrist, that's at least 6 weeks or so.
Yeah, that's gonna
for
be
bones.
a short
Just for
while.
bones. Yeah, it'll be a little bit. Like you can have her. I mean, you could just. I mean, for what I can tell, I think it was. I don't know. I can't remember if it was at the tapings or not. But they'll probably either not include that in the tapings or record something to explain it away. Like I feel like they'll either let the match happen and then just not mention it and bring her back once she's ready.
Oh, okay.
There's a couple ways you can go with it.
I also wonder if Karen Q will make a TV debut or if they're going to keep her on house shows for now.
Yeah, I don't think she was announced as being a part of this last batch of tapings they did this last Wednesday.
And remember, Rachel Evers is signed as well.
Yes. I feel like she was on something. I don't think it was just like a backstage thing, probably.
Yeah, it was a backstage
like in the background.
thing.
She was in the background or some shit.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then, still waiting on when freaking Deonna Purrazzo is supposed to come back on TV.
I feel like I saw a thing on Twitter where she's got her hair back to normal color. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Oh, it's not pink anymore?
I think so. I think I saw like a recent picture or something on Twitter. Something recently. I feel like I saw her with regular hair again. I was like, oh, well, that's over.
Oh, they could have.
But maybe I could be wrong.
Something tells me they're going to repackage her.
They need to package her in general. They haven't done anything with her.
But okay. Moving on to New Japan Cup.
Okay.
All right. So, here we go. So, looking back at the standings, Tomohiro Ishii beat Yuji Nagata. Told you.
Shut up.
Taichi versus Tomoaki Honma beat Honma.
I knew that.
Made him tap out.
Oh, duh.
Yoshihashi made Nakadubu Nakanishi tap out. Yeah.
I didn't expect that shit. I didn't expect
that
at all.
I didn't call it tap out victory, but yeah. Chase Owens beat Juice Robinson.
Yeah, you definitely didn't call that shit.
None of us did.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, that was a huge upset. Like
that's 2 years in a row they did something weird with Juice.
Yep, and he's
doing the tournament
as the United States champion.
Are they trying to make him a damn new Yoshihashi?
Yeah, might be right. Okada defeated Michael Elgin. Not surprised.
That was a great match, though. Let's not undersell that. That match.
Yeah, it was a great match. It was a really great match.
Nuts.
Mikey Nichols defeated Hikuleo, which was the shortest match of the first round.
Yeah, that was not a very long one.
Yeah, so
didn't really need to be though.
Hooray for Mikey Nichols, aka Nick Miller.
Yeah, that's weird seeing him back there.
Yeah,
and to be involved in chaos is also like, well,
yeah, of all stables,
Rocky's on him for long, and he trained with him, so he's from the LA Dojo. So.
Yeah, he's chaos.
Which I didn't realize that. I thought he was from Australia, but he went to the LA Dojo.
I thought he was from Australia too.
He is. I just didn't expect him to have trained at the LA Dojo.
Oh, I see.
With Rocky Romero, from what they were saying.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
That's what he's asking, because he's the one. They were positioning him as the person who brought him into chaos. because
Oh,
they
I see.
don't.
Interesting. Um, and I super called this. Will Ospreay defeated Bad Luck Fale.
Yeah, it's insanity.
Hey, he's the never overweight open weight champion,
So what?
and he's hot. It's Will Ospreay.
Unless he's going to win all of it, what's it matter?
But you know he's way over Juice. Well, that's
You trying to be disrespectful?
that's arguable.
Yeah,
That's arguable.
you trying to be disrespectful.
That's
Way over Robinson. He ain't. He
it's,
is not.
it's arguable.
They lose their mind over Juice Robinson. Don't you even?
It's arguable.
Don't you even, sir? It's not, dude. Just
It's
the
Will
reaction.
Ospreay.
No, I'm sorry. He gets a good reaction, but it ain't like no Ibushi shit, and it ain't like no Juice shit. Come on now.
But he's super
respect,
flippy.
man.
Out of
He's
every
very
one
over.
of those guys.
He's very over, but he's not more over than. Let's give my man Juice some respect when it comes to New Japan. He is over as shit.
I'm not saying he's not, but dude, you can't put a scratch on Will Ospreay.
You are a bugger. Okay. What do you mean to tell me?
He freaking beat Kushida.
So I don't see him.
And you know Kushida's a longtime fan favorite.
Yeah, but I don't see him as being higher than, say, a. I just had it and I just lost that. Oh, Naito?
No, of course not.
I feel like the never open weight champion. Just nah, man. Nah.
But Will Ospreay has a lot of credibility, though.
He does. I like him a lot. But when you talk about just crowd heat, Juice got him, bro. Juice got him. It's
arguable.
It is not. The reactions they give to Juice are insane.
I mean, the only difference is that Ospreay
it's very weird to me too because of him being the American champion. But he's been like that since he got over there. Like it is like some '90s Road Dogg type shit.
The only difference is that Ospreay doesn't interact with the fans as much.
I know. That's why he's more over. Because the crowd gets into all the Juice's shit. Yes, they get into Ospreay stuff, but not in the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like Juice interacts more with them. He's more involved. Will is just like, yeah, you guys or whatever. I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different vibe. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Lance Archer defeated Toa Hanare. Not surprised.
Nope.
Hiroshi Tanahashi defeated Shota Umino.
Duh. Although I didn't know that was Red Shoe's son, though. That was weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
I was like, that's weird. And now I see why it wasn't Ren Narita.
Yeah. Ryusuke Taguchi defeated Hiroyoshi Tenzan.
Other things are still cooking. What'd you say?
Ryusuke Taguchi defeated Hiroshi Tenzan.
Yes.
What'd you think of that?
Oh, shut up. Garbage.
I told you he's great. He's a great wrestler, though. I mean, he's great.
Whatever,
he's just a goofy character.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
I mean, he's not Toru Yano goofy, but he's almost there.
Oh, come on now.
Well, I guess he is kind of there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he is.
I mean, he comes to the ring with a rugby, old school football helmet and a rugby football.
That's the thing, though. Taguchi, dude, when I first got New Japan World, like when it came out years ago, he was the Intercontinental Champion, and that it was junior heavyweight champion, and that was him and fucking Kenny Omega all the time.
Yeah,
and that's what I think of when I think of that division. And it's so weird. I guess that's why I think of Kenny Omega the way I do.
Yeah,
as a fucking goofball.
Dang.
Well, because it came in with the whole I grade my hair and shit, and it's just I don't know.
Oh no.
He was a real goofball.
Yeah. Um,
The wrestler though.
and this was a really, really tough one. Excellent match, but Kota Ibushi defeated Tetsuya Naito.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't. I wanted Naito to win so bad.
But
But Ibushi makes sense.
yeah, you can't be too disappointed in this.
No, I'm not disappointed. I would rather it be Naito.
Yeah. Let's see. Freaking Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Evil.
Man, Zack Sabre Jr. is an asshole. I don't want to see him nowhere in these damn tournament brackets, man.
It's like that's Evil's kryptonite for some reason.
Because he is, man. All the damn reversals and shit and all the damn holds. Evil ain't that kind of wrestler, man.
But man, I was so mad. It's like, dang, man. And you know, Zack Sabre Jr. won last year's New Japan Cup. So,
I don't see him winning this year, though. Won't make any sense.
nah. Colt Cabana beat Togi Makabe.
What I said.
That was
Called it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, he ain't in here just to be no joke. With no Barretto. Oh, man.
Oh wow, I forgot that match was that actually wasn't the shortest match, but it was shorter than the Mikey Nichols Hikuleo match. But the next match was the shortest match at 5 minutes 30 seconds, and that's Toru Yano over Davey Boy Smith Jr.
That was a weird one. I mean, Chase Owens one. At least he hit a move.
Yeah,
that made sense.
Yeah,
hey, y'all don't. Another roll up.
He hit the crown jewel.
Yeah, a stank jewel.
Yeah. Or no, Jewel Heist. I'm sorry, Jewel Heist.
Oh yeah.
Minoru Suzuki defeated Satoshi Kojima. Suzuki-kun! And then the real heartbreaker for me, but I mean, it is what it is, and I can appreciate it. Sonata defeated Hiroki Goto.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they had to have somebody from LIJ advance.
Sure did. And it was definitely going to be Sonata.
Okay, so looking at the second round matchups, going back to who you picked. You picked Tanahashi, Ibushi, Cabana, Sonata, Taichi, Yoshihashi, and Ospreay to advance. I picked Tanahashi, Ibushi, Yano, Ishii, Chase Owens, Ospreay, Okada, and Sonata to advance.
Yeah.
All right. The results so far. Tomohiro Ishii defeated Taichi. Not surprised.
Garbage.
Hey.
Taichi for life. Holy Emperor.
Taichi can't handle Ishii.
Holy Emperor. He did very well. That was a very good match. Don't you dare. He did a great job of losing.
It was a great match. But no Miho Abe. I was mad.
Yeah, but you shit. Last time I saw her, she was cowering in the corner as Taichi was getting the shit kicked out of her.
Hey.
And I was like, bitch, what are you doing? Why are you there?
I mean, that's...
You supposed to help. You supposed to help, yo.
Hey, she doesn't
help my man, man.
She doesn't usually do that.
I don't know. She need to help out my dog. He got the damn iron glove and shit. He needs to do something.
I guess.
Took the iron glove and needs to use that shit. Box somebody in the face.
And Chase Owens' little quick push reign got ended as he lost to Yoshihashi
which is bullshit.
By way of karma.
Man, whatever, Yoshihashi.
But you picked him.
Excuse me. I know, I had to, because I'm not stupid. But I didn't want him to win. I would have rather been wrong. I don't pick with my heart. I pick with my mind. Whenever possible. That usually fares me the best.
Yeah. Let's see. Okada defeated Mikey Nichols. Chaos versus Chaos match.
Yes. I did not expect Okada to lose at all, ever.
Right.
That's on Nichols. Sorry.
And Will Ospreay defeated Lance Archer.
That I had a feeling was definitely going to happen after he beat Fale.
Oh yeah. It's the Giant Slayer.
Shut up.
The aerial assassin.
Yeah, he assassinates all right. He's good, though. The last couple matches, the match with Jay White was amazing, so I can't really knock Will Ospreay. I like him as a heavyweight champion.
So, we had Tanahashi over Ryusuke Taguchi, which we haven't seen happen yet, but we're both in agreement with Tanahashi.
Yep.
We're both in agreement of Kota Ibushi over Zack Sabre Jr.
Let's get real. They better not. They better not.
Honestly,
Ibushi versus Jay White. It makes the most sense booking wise.
Honestly, if Zack Sabre Jr. wins against Kota Ibushi, this bracket is busted.
Well, duh.
Because you have to remember, Zack Sabre Jr. defeated some big names
last year. But then again, I think about who was available last year.
Look who he beat. He beat Naito. He beat Kota Ibushi. He beat Sonata. And he beat Tanahashi. Those are big names.
Well, let's say, okay, yes, big names, but I'm thinking about all those guys at the time. Other than Sonata, nobody was really popping. As far as like winning streaks, because they were still doing stuff with Naito as far as losing. Right? Like he was still he wasn't Intercontinental Champion yet.
Right.
He was still dealing with the aftermath of Wrestle Kingdom after losing to Jericho, because that kind of jinxed him, not to mention him losing to Okada at Wrestle Kingdom. It seemed like he was jinxed for like the big matches, right?
Yeah.
So that I'm like, okay, yeah. It's just everybody he was facing was in some kind of weird character slump for some reason.
But I don't know, man. So far, like, it just, I would be upset, but it wouldn't surprise me. But
no, I wouldn't surprise me at all.
We're both in agreement that Kota Ibushi will get his revenge and defeat Zack Sabre Jr.
I want either him or Okada versus Jay White. Was the only option. I don't want Tanahashi again. I don't need that. Personally.
Let's see. You picked Colt Cabana over Yano. I picked Yano over Colt Cabana.
I'm thinking that the silliness will cancel out.
Think the silliness will cancel out.
Mm-hmm.
And interestingly enough, we are both in agreement of Sonata over Minoru Suzuki.
Sonata, man. Come on.
I mean, it is Minoru Suzuki.
I know, but you think we're going to have him go against Jay White?
No. But I do feel like Sonata's the wild card.
Yes.
Either he's the wild card, or, well, then again, we know two of the matchups have been set for the quarterfinals, so I guess we could talk about it. Tomohiro Ishii versus Yoshihashi.
Yeah. Now, I know good one Yoshihashi ain't winning that.
Nah, no.
Sorry. Not going to happen.
I would be shocked.
And Ishii is not headlining G1 Supercard. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not, it's not happening. Not now, not this day and age. Not there. Not in New York. Not in Madison Square Garden. Are you crazy?
You don't think Tomohiro Ishii is worthy?
It's not that. I just know he's not selling tickets.
True.
This ain't Japan, man.
But we're both in agreement. Ishii over Yoshihashi.
Oh, duh. I'm picking Ishii for pretty much against everybody. If it comes down to it. Fucking Ishii, man.
And then we have Okada versus Will Ospreay.
Yeah. That's another chaos pick'em.
And they faced each other before. And Okada won their previous matchup.
Are they going to do 50-50? Have Okada come out too?
Honestly, if Will Ospreay beats Okada, dude, he could instantly turn into a potential favorite. Honestly?
Well, he would, but here's the thing. I don't think they're going to do another anniversary rematch with him and Jay White at Madison Square Garden.
Could you see the finals being Kota Ibushi versus Will Ospreay?
I could see that happening again. And Kota beating him. But then go, because I can see only people I can see facing Jay White in Madison Square Garden or Okada or Ibushi. That is it. Ibushi or
Sonata?
Not in Madison Square Garden, no. No, he's not big enough yet. You know what I'm saying?
Big enough, dude. Sonata has been big before on many occasions.
Huge. He's huge, but I mean, like, as far as that's happening in America, sir.
I know.
Sonata ain't the one. Not yet. They push him to a certain degree, but I don't see him as being higher than Naito. Naito would have made more sense.
So you definitely feel like it has to be a huge, gigantic name.
It has to be. Because I love Jay White, but Jay White's not. He's not top of the. I mean, he's only top of the food chain because he was made champion.
Yeah,
that's the only reason. Otherwise, still the same dude who lost to Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom,
right?
In a match he should have won, with the way they were building it up, and that would have been the perfect way to have him be. Because by now he'd already been an established star for a year. He's established with us, but he would be established otherwise, you know?
Yeah.
They just didn't do that. So they've kind of put themselves behind a certain 8-ball when it comes to that, where it's just like, Jay White's awesome. I love Jay White. He's gonna sell a lot of stuff at Hot Topic. Okay, that's what you want. But nah, man. Like he can't sell that place out by himself.
Yeah.
Not yet. He's awesome. I love him since he showed up as Switchblade, but
not big enough yet.
He's not. And I mean, do you see him as being big enough to do that?
Not yet.
No, I mean, not on that weekend. No.
Well, having an Okada or a Kota Ibushi would definitely help.
God, yeah. It would help immensely. I mean, it's going to be dope either way, but
because that's the main event.
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Has to be the main event.
But man, I am so jealous that Dallas, Texas is getting the G1 Climax.
Asshole.
But it gives me a lot of hope for future shows in America. Because, I mean, that's kind of a big deal.
Very much so. What are you talking about?
So,
maybe it's already sold out pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, dumb.
Hopefully they'll come back to North Carolina next year.
Can only hope.
But yeah, so I think they got more second round matches today, so I'll check that out. And but yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No.
Okay.
All right, then. Mm.
Io Shirai is thick.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Finally.
Uh,
Um. So that concludes.
I would just tell you this. I'm saying that because I've watched NXT this week. Oh boy.
Oh,
Looking
so you saw what I saw.
on NXT did it this week?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I was like, oh, good lordy.
Now you see what I mean.
It's only because it was looking cool. It was like, okay, I gotcha. I'm down.
Very good. I knew you'd see the light.
Shut up.
Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. This has been a 2-hour episode.
Y'all.
Thank y'all so much for watching. This has been Blitzball Champ and Hollywood Cinema of the Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcasts. You, my friend, I will see you tomorrow.
Yes, you.
And I will be sure to bring over the DVD. Dude, you got to check this DVD out. I think you would love it.
So okay. Don't forget there is an Evolve event as well.
Man,
Shut the hell up.
we can watch that anytime.
Don't be. Yeah, like we can't watch a DVD anytime. What are you talking about?
But this is special.
Never, it ain't. Disrespectful.
You're a jerk.
Disrespectful though. The Evolve. It was an awesome night. You're disrespectful as hell.
We'll flip for it.
All right.
All right. Anyway, thank y'all so much. We're out of here.
We out.
See y'all next week.